Good morning. This is Kirsten. Oh my gosh, look how dirty my catalog is. You guys, it's well loved. I'm early today. I was thinking that our lives would be 8:30 to 9:30, but today I have something at 9. So, thank you for joining me. Welcome, welcome. If you're up this early and having coffee with me and crafting, my name's Kurstan, and I am an independent demonstrator in the San Francisco Bay Area. I am joining you for my weekly Facebook Live, Stamp with Kurstan. And today, you guys, I feel like I'm wearing this suite out, but it was a crazy week, and I'll get into that. So we're going to continue this week with holiday stuff. I hope you're not tired of it yet because I am loving it. Just took a drink of my coffee. I hope you have your coffee. I'm trying something new today, and I'm using my iPad for comments instead of my laptop because it gives me more workspace. And so I'm hoping that with my light in my face, I will still remember to check comments. So let's see here. Oh, there I am. Make sure I'm in the right group and turn my volume all the way down. Okay, perfect. Sorry, you had to see my hand. Let me take another drink of my coffee. So we are today. It's been a week. It's been a month, right? I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I feel like I have no control over everything, and I'm like racing down the highway at 85, and I don't even know where I'm going. So we are going to work with today the Gingerbread and Peppermint suite. And in your holiday mini catalog, it's pages 8, 9, and 10. And this is probably not even in frame. So this is the adorable stamp set. And I wanted to show it last week, I think, because we were doing the sketch, right? And I had it in the other room because I was using it for something else. Like you can see, I've got marker on my hands. So we're not using the stamp set today. We're actually not stamping today. It's pretty sweet. It's really cute. I can't wait to show you what we're making. But so we're using the coordinating sweet products for this suite, the Gingerbread and Peppermint, which is one of my favorites of the whole catalog, and the Memories and More cards. And Memories and More cards are originally kind of created for like pocket scrapbooking, but the designs are so amazing that we incorporate them into cards. And this pack specifically comes with 6 of each design, and you can see like when I was brainstorming classes and ideas and stuff, I wrote that right here. So we're going to work with this card pack and this coordinating envelopes, and we're going to play with some ribbon, and then we're going to use a little bit of the dies that work with the stamp set and the paper. And last week we used the paper and we cut out some of the images, and we're going to do that again today. Just because, again, it's been a crazy week, and my stamping lately is super simple because I don't have a lot of time. I've got a couple of events that I'm working on. Well, one just went out the door yesterday, my product share. If you guys remember me talking about that, each catalog that's released, demonstrators offer a product share, and that allows people to get a sampling of all the new papers, and then I do ribbons and embellishments too, so that you get all the new stuff, like all of it, divided up into like little consumable chunks, and it just lets you sample everything. You get to try it out. You get to see the papers and see everything up close before you commit to buying a whole pack of something. And so it's super fun to do. And I love everybody who registers with me. I love the support is amazing. You guys rock. And so all of those packages went in the mail yesterday. So now I need to refocus on my kids' cards and my team meeting, and then my upcoming class, or retreat, actually not a class, with Patty Bennett in September for this huge crafting event I'm super excited about. But those packages have to go out next. So anyway, that is where we are. I'm trying to separate these so you can kind of see. Look at these cute little recipe cards in here. So the Memories and More card pack, I already opened it because I started using it last night to make these 2 cards. But you get 6 of every design, and so they're double-sided. So I just want to like show you the cute designs that are in here. Did I turn that one over? I didn't. So that you can mass produce a bunch of projects like super easy. And see, this is one that would be like for scrapbooking, memories in the making. And then it's beginning to taste a lot like Christmas. This one is so cute, and it's one of my favorites, and we're going to use that today. And then the back side of this one, and then your sugar and spice and everything nice. That is so cute. And then the tree. One thing I realized today, actually, as I was cutting out these trees that I'll show you in a minute from the paper, is that the dies have a snowflake, a bell, an ornament, and a star, but they don't have a tree. And I love the shape of the tree. And I was like, oh man, that would be such a great shaker shape. But the dies don't have that tree in there, unfortunately. But then here's another cute one. And these, you guys, when I pack stuff up for team gifts or cute little treats for someone in the office, and I just, put something fun in a cello bag with a ribbon, I always reach for my Memories and More card packs, because you can pop a little hole in this, and look how cute that would be as a tag. It just says Happy Holiday Happenings. But you could cover that up, or you could leave it. Holiday Happenings is a little different than a gift sentiment, but you could write to from right here on the little ornament, and then the back side is just red. How easy is that to make a little bag tag if you are in a crunch? So these are, I always reach for my Memories and More card. Sorry, I'm just listening. I hear my dog out there doing something that he's not supposed to. Maybe. Actually, it sounds like he might be throwing his bone around. He has these really huge bones, and they hit the tile. Our whole downstairs is tile, and it's so loud. I know I'm switching gears a lot this morning. I'm sorry. It's early, and I've only had a couple just sips of my coffee, so I feel like I'm kind of scattered. But so, yes, he has these like really huge actual bones that my friend and her husband gets them for him at this butcher shop, and he loves them, and they're huge, and they're bone, so they sound like, bone on tile. They sound like ceramic on tile, almost like you're dropping something, but it doesn't break. And he tosses them around the house. Okay, so those are the cards, but there's more. You get 6 of these adorable little metallic cookie sheets, right? So you get 3 in black, and I used one already, and you get 3 in silver. Now I tried playing with it last night. I don't think it's adhesive. That's okay. I don't think it is. I think it's just a die cut. I don't want to ruin one trying to like overly pick off the potential sticky paper in the back, but because I really don't think it's adhesive. If it is, please tell me. I would love to know. Oops, swipe left for comments. I still can't see comments. Oh, there we go. Hey guys. Hey Allison. Hey Julie. And then with that comes these 4 sheets of stickers. So you get 2 sheets of these sentiments, and then the leftover mitts that are not on the sheet. And then you get 2 sheets of this with the snowflakes and the, I don't know, the stars. These are cute. They're like background, so I'll have to try to lay this. Well, that doesn't even fit, so I don't know. But I'll play with that later. That's really cute. I love the mitts and the spatula. And honestly, when I looked at the cards, I wasn't in the catalog, I wasn't really sure how I felt about them until I saw one of the samples. And we're actually going to make that today. Because do you ever look at the catalog and think, oh my gosh, that is so cute. And then you order the stuff and you get it and you're like, I don't know what else to do with it. Well, then make the one in the catalog if you love it that much, and I did. So we're going to make this. We're going to make this today, and then we're going to make another one, because this right here is totally what sold me on getting this card pack, because of these cute little spatula and mitten stickers. It's so fun. So we're going to use those today. And I lost comments again. Why did they keep disappearing? There we go. Okay. Sorry guys, I am all over the place. The last thing that comes, it doesn't come in the pack, so that's everything that comes in the card pack. And then if you want, you can get individually an additional pack of coordinating note cards and envelopes. Now these are big. They coordinate, or they coordinate with the large cards, which are 4x6. So these cards and envelopes are just a little bit bigger than a 4x6. And the envelopes are seriously adorable. They're a craft brown. They have white print on them. They have this little white box for addressing. So cute. And then the back has this lovely gingerbread icing design. And you get 20 in a pack. So you can get a pack of these and a pack of the Memories and More cards and make 20 cards and be 20 cards ahead for Christmas, right? Or use them for tags, etc. So let's dive in. The first one we're gonna make, I showed you. And remember, if you want to get kits to make the cards that we make on the lives, I'll be live on Sunday, and then you have until Friday at the end of the day to place an order in my online store. And it's just shop with Kurstan. This says stamp with Kurstan. This is my blog, and I'll have this information up there tomorrow. But if you place a $35 order as a thank you, I'll send you the kits or like the packages to make these 2 cards. And normally you would get all of the consumables, which is like the paper, the ribbon, like whatever I'm using that I didn't actually stamp, I'll send to you to make the cards, and you need your own stamps and ink. But with these 2 cards, this is a huge bonus because we're not stamping today. So you're going to get everything to put together both of these cards and be 2 cards ahead. So I'm going to set my envelope aside. I'm going to grab my note card here, and then I'll show you out of the pack what we're going to use. So I used the black cookie sheet. Today we're going to use the silver, and you get 6 of those again, remember, so you can make 6 of these cards specifically out of this whole pack, and then continue using the pieces to make more. We're going to take this 4x6 card and we're going to cut it up. Now, if you wanted to save these little pieces around the edge of cutting out your star, you totally could and cut something else out of this cute little peppermint print. And then this gingerbread is what is on the back. And then we're also going to use these cute little stickers. So I'm going to use this other mitt, and I'm going to use the spatula. And we're just going to put this together. So the biggest thing for this one is that I need to cut out this star. And I didn't do that ahead of time. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. And I just, I like fussy cutting. I don't know. I know I talk about this a lot because I do a lot of fussy cutting for different cards. I like to cut out my sentiments, but it doesn't bother me. I know a lot of people don't really care for it. Excuse me. So how are you guys? What's new with you? I feel like my life is a runaway train right now. So what's going on with you guys? I've got the dog. I don't know if you can hear. If you hear jingle bells in this video, I'm sorry. It's my dog wanting to go outside, and I promise he doesn't need to go outside. He's been out 3 times since I've been up already, and he goes out and he comes in and he goes out and he comes in. But we have we have bells at the back door, and so he's bored, and I'm not letting him in here with me, and so and nobody else in the house is up. So he's like, I want to go outside and I want to chase flies and I want to spy on the neighbors, and I'm not clearly letting him because I'm in here. But I apologize if you hear if you hear the doors or the bells ringing back there, because that's what's going on. He thinks he's so neglected sometimes, I swear. He is I'm still trying to swipe to see comments. I don't know why it's not working. I guess I'll go back to now you see my big old hand in the way. There we go. I swipe to see comments and then they go away. Hi, Amy. Hey, Jennifer. Okay. So I've got my my big star here, my cookie. I love gingerbread cookies. I totally cheat. And there's a Betty Crocker gingerbread cookie mix that I buy in bulk every year because it's seasonal. And then once the store runs out of what they initially order, I usually get it from Target. Once the store runs out of what they order, it's gone for the year. And then after Christmas, you find like aftermarket bags being sold on Amazon for like an insane amount when they're a $2 bag of cookie mix. But it's my favorite, and I love putting royal icing on them. And so every year I buy like 6 bags and use it throughout the season to make cookies, because we always make cookies with the kids. And before COVID, I would have a cookie decorating party, and all of our friends would come and their kids I would like set up these huge folding tables in our dining space, and all the kids would like just go to town decorating dozens and dozens of cookies, and it was so fun to watch. So with the understanding that I don't think that these are adhesive, what I did to adhere it actually to my card front was I figured out where I wanted to put my cookie, and then I kind of put adhesive under that spot. So I'm going to hold my cookie. I'm just going to like lift it so that I can get the adhesive where I know it's going to be hidden by the whole cookie. And then I'm going to take this and put it right down here. And so it's adhered there. And then I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to put some more adhesive on the back of my cookie. And I'm going to put it here so it's covering that spot. I saw more comments come. You guys, I'm sorry. I don't know why I can't see them. Okay, there's Julie. Scrapbooking this weekend. I saw part of it. Part of it's blocked by my phone. So yay for scrapbooking. That's awesome. I haven't been, well, none of us have really, right? I haven't been on like an event. There we go. A bell. You have a bell on your back door too. That's awesome. Yeah, that was like one of the biggest things when we first got him last fall, was trying to teach him how to use the bell. And it was so funny because when we were potty training him, he knew not to go in the house, but he would just go to the back door and he would just stand there. And so if you didn't follow him, like if you weren't watching his every move, and which, I mean, he's big, so it's hard to miss a lot, but if you weren't watching him like walk towards the back door or walk by and him standing there, he would give you, he'd give you like, I don't know, a half a minute or a minute standing there to go out. And then if you didn't let him out, he would go potty like by the back door, which was, you know, not really his fault and more ours than anything. But it was hard because he wouldn't make any sound. He didn't bark until, I don't think we heard him bark until he was like 5 months old. But we kept trying to get him to use the bells and, you know, kept reinforcing the bells. And he got to where he would ring the bell like 1 every 10 times that he had to go out. But it wasn't enough, obviously. And so then we went away for Christmas for 2 weeks. And we were, there were so many people in the house. We were watching him like a hawk. And he didn't have any accidents. And we came home and he got the bell. Like as soon as we came home, immediately he started hitting the bell, and he's just been fine with it ever since. But now, you know, he hits it when he wants to go and play and when he wants to go potty. But the bells are amazing. So we're done. How did that happen? So what I did was I took my 2 little stickers here, my mitt and my glove, and I just kind of snuck them underneath the other side of the cookie. And what I'm going to do is actually take a glue dot on my pick tool, because, you know, I like the sneak attack adhesive, and I'm going to slide it under where the mitt is covering. I think I'm going to try. And that way it's just going to like adhere it down the grate. I'm still working on like the cookie sheet. Adhere the cookie sheet down in another spot. But how cute is that? We just made the sample out of the catalog in like 5 seconds, whatever it took to cut out that that cookie, and it's so cute. And they even added a few other stickers. I didn't add those originally, but we can go in and do that. With this, I thought because there is only enough for 4, that it'd be you know, just better for supplies to not use them. But you know what else we have? We've got these like little candies. I don't know. I'm gonna leave it off, you know. I have rhinestones that I can add, but I thought it looked kind of nice without any extra bling, since the shininess in the spatula and on the cookie grate kind of added that touch for me. So I'm gonna leave it. So there we go. We've got 2 adorable Christmas cards in these lovely coordinating envelopes. We're going to set that aside. And then the next one, so I'm going to grab another note card here out of my stack. I just love this design. I'm going to definitely play a lot more with these when I have a little time after August. I think I just keep telling myself when August is done, it'll lighten up, and I really hope so. But I've got that retreat to get out the door, a class to get out the door. My little guy starts kindergarten on Monday. You guys, I'm so excited for him, but I'm so stressed because now we have the added, task of dropping him off and picking him up halfway through the day. So he only goes to kindergarten a half day. And I went back to the hospital, not to stay. I feel like yesterday I didn't mean to cause confusion or worry. I'm not in the hospital. I used to work for the hospital, and I left at the end of April to pursue other things and just to take a break, because I'd been in administration for so long, and I just I felt like I needed to breathe. Like COVID was a lot in the area that I worked in because of who I worked with and for, and I don't want to get into more than that, but and so one of the nurses a couple weeks ago that I've worked with off and on since like 2002 messaged me and said that their department was short-staffed and they needed administrative support, and if I would come help them for a few months. And so I said yes, because it was her asking, and I went back to the hospital starting Monday, and I'm working from home, which is great, but the first week of just like initially onboarding and getting access to everything, because now I'm a temp and I'm not actually employed by the hospital. I'm employed by the temp agency. And so, oh my gosh, the frustrations of getting everything lined up was just insane. So this week was bananas, to say the least. Absolutely bananas. I don't remember where I was going with that, but that's, I think I just need to get through August. I'm just telling myself I have to get through August. Okay, moving on. So this is the second card we're going to make today. How cute is this? I love it. It's beginning to taste a lot like Christmas, because to me, that's like, I don't know, Thanksgiving's my favorite holiday, because I don't know, it's more about family to us than anything, and just like getting together with the people that you care about, and spending the day, and like food and fun and all of that. And then Christmas to me is like my immediate family, and food and fun and presents and cookies. I love holiday cookies, and I love baking at the holidays. And so this one really speaks to me, because it says it's beginning to taste a lot like Christmas. So for this one, we're going to use a card. This is a card which I showed you already. So let me find that in my stack of goodness. This one is so cute too, the sugar and spice. Maybe we should make one with that too, just because it's adorable. But I'm going to set that aside, and we're going to keep on keeping on. So here is the card that we're going to use. This is a 3x4, and it fits perfectly right in this little printed gingerbread lace frame that they've put on the note cards. It's so fun. And then let me show you the actual sheet that I used from the paper stack. The paper stack is 48 6x6 sheets, and you get so many of each pattern. And so these tree cookies is what I used, and I've got my little piece here that I'm like cutting up. And then I used these as well, these little dots, or like candies. And the dies in the set will cut these out too. The dies won't cut the Christmas tree. And so I just realized that today, as I was saying earlier, I'm actually sad that there's not a die in that tree shape, because it's adorable and it would make an adorable shaker. But alas, there isn't. I die cut another piece of candy from a different sheet, because all of the sheets have, like, the ones that have the cookies, or just this one specifically, have these really great candy pieces that die cut with the die set, or you can just punch them out if you have circle punches. I actually haven't tested the other ones, because all of Stampin' Up's circle punches retired, but if you have them, let me see here. So I've got a retired 1/2-inch punch, and actually that one looks like it punches out this little swirly piece perfectly. So there's a 1/2-inch, so I bet that might be an inch maybe. These are punches that I will never part with. I love them. No, that's way too big. So maybe 3/4 of an inch. And I actually don't know that I have the 3/4 of an inch punch. Let me see. Oh, I do. Oh, look at all this that we're learning. Oh, that's a little bit bigger, but it still works. It's still adorable. So there we go. There's that, wherever it flew to. And then this one I die cut with the dies. So that's definitely kind of an in-between size between the 3/4 and the 1/2. And then this little guy, you can see here, I cut that one with the die, and it has that border around it. And then I have a non-Stampin' Up 3/8 punch, 3/8 hole punch die. That is this one. And so I cut out these pieces with that that punch. I'm going to put this away. And I just added these little extra kind of little candies to match, as well as my tree. And so I'm going to cut out my second tree, which I didn't do yet. I cut it Where did it go? Well, maybe I'm gonna pick another one because oh, is it over here? Nope, those are bells and snowflakes. I also cut a bell and a snowflake out. I like to have a lot of stuff kind of in front of me, usually. My desk is always a disaster zone. I have to completely clean up from one project to move on to the next one. And here you can see, like, I cut that strip of candies off of the paper and then punched out my pieces. Okay, well, I can't find my little tree that I had already chopped off of here, so let's cut this guy out. I'm gonna just cut, well, I can't salvage that one anyway, but I'm just gonna cut around him and then I'll cut it out better once I have it in my hands. But that sheet gives you 8 trees. 8 trees and tons of the little candy discs. So you can get so many cards out of this one suite if the sweetness of the gingerbread and peppermint for the holidays speaks to you. It's definitely one of my favorite sweets. The other favorite sweet of mine this year is the Whimsy and Wonder suite with the pinks and the holographic accents and the snowflakes. Excuse me. So we will definitely be playing with that soon. But I think after this week, I'm sure you guys are like, it's August, enough with the Christmas already. I will go back to non-Christmas stuff for a little while for my weekly lives so that I don't completely burn you out before Christmas actually gets here. So here's my tree. And then we're going to put the rest of this together. So I used, this is also in the suite. It's the mini ruffled ribbon and it's real red. So I'm going to take about an 8-inch piece of this, and I use way too much ribbon. So you do not need this much if you don't need that much to tie a bow. But my fat little fingers definitely need the extra length on here to tie my bow. And then this ties so pretty. And if you're just, even if you're not a like a hardcore card maker, but you love to wrap elaborate gifts for the holidays, this ribbon is so good. So I've got my little bow and I cleaned up my pieces here and I cut it a little short, so maybe a little bit longer piece would have been good, but you can see how my tails on the original overlapped my card a little bit, and this one will somewhat depending on where I place it, but I'm going to try to fluff up my little bow here and make it not so flat. I don't know that it's going to work. Okay. And then everything else is just piecing it together. So I'm going to scoop my little candies over so you can see what I'm doing. I use dimensionals on all of this. So I'm going to put dimensionals on the back of this card. These are so cute and so easy. So let me just take off all the backings. And get that out of the way. And put, oops, oh, that was crooked. Good gravy. Let me pick that right back up. Maybe? Yes. Okay. It's a little hard to square things up because I have my light right in front of my face so that you guys can see, but if I lean my head down to look, I bop it, and I don't want to bop my head. Okay, so here I'm gonna pop my tree up too. I'm just gonna put it on this back corner because I know that that's what's gonna stick down here on my card. And then that's the same height. And then I'm gonna take my my glue dots and my pick tool again, and I'm going to use that to secure my tree at the top. And I just kind of sneak it under there. So now I've got all these extra candies that I just popped out. So let's use some of these. Let's see. I am going to, well, let's see. Do I have a green one? I've got so many of these that I punched out. Is that green? It is green. Okay. I'm going to put dimensionals on the back of these too. I'm going to put this down there, and I'm going to put a dimensional, I'm going to put a little dimensional on the back of this one because I want to overlap it some. So I'm just going to stick it over to the side, and that way I can like make it overlap with the card. And then the same with my little green. It almost fits perfectly on the back of here, so you can't manipulate it too much, but just even a little bit hanging over the side makes a difference. So there we go. And then of course, I'm going to use glue dots on the back of my bow. And stick it here at the top. And it just adds a little something. If you want to leave the bow off, you totally could. It does make it a little bulky, but it's super cute. There we go. How cute is that, you guys? So I'm going to grab my Wink of Stella because glitter everything, right? I'm going to glitter my candies. And then I'm going to glitter the words. And I just like colored kind of in the pre-printed text with my pen here. And that just adds a little bit of something as well. So what do you think? How cute are these? I am going to, I'm going to post these tomorrow on my blog, and it will have a link to today's video so that you can go back and watch it again if you'd like. If you want me to mail you kits to make both of these cards, I would be happy to. You can place an online order of $35 or more in my shop for the next week, and I will send you the kits to make these for free as a thank you. If you place a $50 or more order in my shop, my August gift is the cute Star Adhesive back sequins. And so then you would get the kits plus those stars in the mail this month as a free gift from me. So I hope you liked checking out the Memories and More cards up close. Stay tuned because I will definitely be using this. I might actually post it on my blog tomorrow, the Sugar and Spice and Everything Nice card, to go with today's cards because it's so cute. I hope you guys have a great week. Have a great Sunday. Get some more relaxing in before tomorrow starts a new week. And I will see you guys all next week. Thanks for stopping by.